Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and that's the program you're listening to. On the 3 books. Let me see my other video, Banned from the Bible. Banned from the Bible. Enoch, Jubilee, and Hash, but last should be first should be last. So you read Hash first. Time we left to go into when in promised land first time, Jubilee, everything that was going to happen to us, prophesied from the time we left to go until this day. And Enoch, everything that was going to happen to us, everything that was going to happen to us and in the world from generation to generation. So then you have the Apocrypha, same thing, prophecy, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, truth, all types of truth, all types of testimonies. The Apocrypha then, know your demons. Testimony of Solomon, gotta know your demons. And this is why I'm here, one of the reasons why I'm here anyway. The 12 patriarchs, and that accommodates, gathered together, banned from the Bible. Okay, then also you have this book, the Gospel, Gnostic Gospel. Some people don't. Man, they have so much information in that book. And then this is what I forgot to give you on my last video. On the first video of building, let's see. First video. All right, that's the message. Not by might, not by power. And you know, every time, sometimes I refer to that, but really I'm supposed to going back. I'm going back to that. Don't worry, I'm going back to that. So anyway, so we was in a book. Was in the 10th, the 12 patriarch, with number 10th son. Number 10th son was Asher. So where we stopped at? We stopped at page 89. Dream. Heaven came to me. It will come. Okay. Another desire not to see a good day with them that riot, lest he defile his body and pollute his soul. Another desire not to see a good day with them that riot, you know what they do, lest he defile his body and pollute his soul. This too is a double face, but the whole is good. For such men are like to stags and to hinds, because in the manner of the wild animal they seem to be unclean, but they are altogether clean, because they walk in a zeal for the Lord and abstain from what God has hated and forbidden by his commandments, warding off the evil from the good. Warding off the evil from the good. Green my head. Saw this horse, man, black horse. But the black horse was like a stallion, black horse, but he had hind legs like a rabbit or a cat. That's what I saw. Just saying, that was recently. You see, my children, how there are two in all things, one against the other, that one is hidden by the other. In wealth is hidden covetousness, conviviality. Now, I guess that would be running. That's what it says, conviviality. Conviviality. Go get the book. Page 89. Drunkenness and laughter and grief. All right, drunkenness and conviviality, drunkenness and laughter, grief and wailing, profligacy, death ascended to life. Okay, dishonor to glory, night to day, and darkness to light, and all things are under the day, just things under life, unjust things under death. Wherefore also eternal life awaited death, eternal life. Nor may it be said that truth is a lie, nor right wrong. For all truth is under the light, even all things under God. All things therefore I prove in my life, and I wander not from the truth of the Lord. And I searched out the commandments of the Most High, walking to all my strength with singleness of face unto that which is good. So I did the same thing. And I didn't know what God was doing, but that's what he was doing. He was teaching me the two things. And that's what Solomon said. That Solomon said that in the book of Ecclesiastes, he searched out all things too. And he came to the conclusion, fear God and keep all his commandments. Because such is the whole duty of man. That's in Ecclesiastes 12th chapter. It's the last. So when you read the last chapter of Ecclesiastes, that tells you about what's going to happen in the last days. It tells you. That's his prophecy. Okay. Take heed, therefore, you also, my children, to the commandments of the Lord, following the truth in a singleness of face. For they that are double-faced are guilty of twofold sin. And that's what they are. For they both do the evil thing, and they have pleasure in them that do it, following the example of the spirit of deceit and striving against mankind. So when you go in those church houses, that's what's God. I'm telling you what the Lord God said. What our forefathers have left us. They left us everything that we need to do to come up out of this captivity, to come up out of this slavery. But you don't want to do it. You love it. You love it. There had people that when they left Egypt, they wanted to go back to Egypt. There had people there. I'm telling you, there had people in Egypt that left Egypt that wanted to go back to Egypt. They had it. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's what it is. Them doorkeepers. Man, they doorkeepers, gatekeepers, and every other type of people. Keepers. So when they see a holy and righteous man coming to church like me, they rather kick me out. Why? Because they have been taught that. They've been taught, well, he look a certain way. He don't look like us. Get him out of here. Because he might be coming to rob, steal, kill, anything. When they're already doing it. Man, you'd be surprised how much dirt them people are doing. True story. Now, when I say a true story, you know I mean it happened in flesh. So I had started back going to church. I started going back to a Baptist church. On that pulpit, listen to this pastor preach, all like that. I'm gonna tell you everything about him. But I was listening to him and going to that church. But I was paying tithes, man, because I was paying tithes. And them tithes was adding up. Man, this the day before the storm, the day before Katrina came, and God put everything in order. And so they had owed me like $300. And so I asked the woman, just to show them that, and all I was doing was trying to show them that I was paying tithes, and I done paid over way more than $300 worth of tithes, and I did some, paid people to do something for me. But anyway, so for them to give it back, so what they did was, so I asked the secretary, I said, go and get there and show them how much tithes I didn't pay. Then she go back there, stay a little while, finally she come back out and say, I can't find, I don't know. Tell them what they do. Then you therefore, my children, keep the law of the Lord and give not heed unto evil as unto good. But look unto the things that are really good to keep it in all commandments of the Lord, having your conversation, the reign and the resting therein. The reign and resting therein. So the pastor said, bro, we done found a gray area, we not giving you anything. So it's all right. And then he cursed his head. He told off the deacon, because they agreed to give it to me. And the deacon, but he said no. He said, he's not giving you nothing. So he said no. I said, all right. So as we walk out the church, the head deacon said, he don't know he dead now. He said, he don't know who he's messing with. The next thing you know, Katrina came and it did, and Lord God, whatever I said did, God did it. Because I wanted them just to catch up. So if you paying them pastors and preachers and you're struggling because you're trying to pay him a salary and you're a little small church, you don't supposed to be like that anyway. And you're a little small church, you're paying all that money to try to catch up, and you're steadily going the whole, and not knowing that you don't supposed to be paying no pastor, no salary. Should not the shepherd feed the flock? So that's what he's telling you. God feeds me, man. God just sent me on so many kindness and did so many things for me, bro. Man, come on, man. So that what they say, man. They ain't ask nobody for a dime. They ain't asking for the dime, for a nickel, for nothing. God had already, matter of fact, when I was there, God blessed me to bless them. So you can tell me about all that stuff. But anyway, after that, Katrina came, you know the rest, some of the story. For the latter ends of men do show the righteousness or the unrighteous. The latter ends show the righteousness or the unrighteous. For when they meet the angels of God, for when they meet the angels of the Lord and of Satan. So you're going to meet either one of those angels. You're going to meet the Lord God angel or you're going to meet Satan angels. And I know. For when the soul departed trouble and torment, when the soul departed trouble, it is tormented by the evil spirit, which also is served in lust and in evil works. But if he is peaceful with joy, he meet the angel of peace, and he leadeth him into eternal life. I didn't met both of the angels. The angel of I told you I fought with death. I fought with death. Yeah, I fought. Dream. When I first got back into keeping the covenant, because I was just keeping the Sabbath day, didn't know nothing about the covenant. Nothing about the covenant. I'm going to tell you how I found out about the covenant. Man, I was keeping the Sabbath day. That's all I do. And I wasn't going to nobody's church. I got out there because I know that was wrong. Got out there. So, and nobody told me that was wrong. I stood still. Stood still, and I said, whatever happens, happen. But I'm not going to those church houses, and I'm going to serve God and keep his. Just give me a second. So that's why I said I'm just going to serve God, and I'm not going back in them church houses. Because I had made up in my mind a long time not to go back. But, Lord God had with God send you a dream. Man, God send you a dream, man, you be right back in there and be saying, man, how did I get back? Because God being sent you a dream and got you back into that. That's what he beat and done. So that's how the Lord God work. Man, God is beautiful, man. Yo, man, you just don't know how wonderful you got it. How wonderful your God is. Wonderful. Good God is wonderful. So he sent me a dream. So he sent me a dream. And in the dream, they had this old woman. And this old woman, I know that she was holy. I know she was holy, and she kept the Sabbath. No, she was. And so he sent a dream with her in it. And so when that dream came in her in it, bro, he just had music and everything playing, and he just telling the music, so the beat, and some those musicians, they can remember those type of dreams with the music because that's they're used to. But I didn't remember the music that was playing and the words that was saying. But she had given me a whole song. So next thing you know, I'm back in the Seventh-day Adventist church, going back over there, and then things happen for them. Yep. It showed it had remind me. It had remind me why I stopped going from the beginning. It had remind me. Yeah, it reminded me. Said, man, I remember, man, because them people there, bro. Whoo, them people there, no, they got some sin with them. I'm talking about wickedness. I ain't saying sin. I'm saying wickedness. It's the difference between if you have some sin in your life and wickedness in your life. Yep. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see if I can find it. All right. So he's telling that. I'm just trying to see what one I said. Man. All right, let me see. So this one is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 8. Thus say the Lord, in a several time I have heard thee. In the day of salvation I have helped thee. I will preserve thee and give thee for a covenant to the people, establish earth to cause to inherit a desolation. That's not the one I'm looking for. Incline your ears to come unto me, and hear the soul shall I give, and I will make it everlasting. Nope, that's not it neither. The Lord said, all right. Here you go, right here. For thus saith the Lord unto my eunuchs that have kept my Sabbath and choose the thing that please me, and take hold of my covenant. So man, what? And also of the stranger, I'm going to 56 and 6. And also sons of strangers join themselves to the Lord to serve me, to love the name of the Lord, and to be his servant. Everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting and taking the hold of my covenant. That's the one. So keep from polluting the Sabbath and taking hold of my covenant. And so that's when I found out. I said, man, what's going on here? And then I found out that it's not the Sabbath, it's a covenant. And I found out what the covenant was. Yes, I did. I found out what the covenant was. So man, I started kept reading, kept understanding, kept humbling myself and keeping that covenant, kept doing it. That's right. So that's what happened. But that's a true story that sent me that dream. And that's how I got back involved with Seventh-day Adventists. And then when I got back involved with it, then I found out I remember why I had left out the church house from the beginning. But that's the way the Lord, that's how the Lord is, get you back to, he easily can get you started back into something, but you have to want to stay in it. All right, page 9. Asher prophecy concerning his posterity. Now, all the brothers gave you prophecy. All the brothers left prophecy for their tribe, But all the prophecies for all tribes. But each one left their personal prophet. Become not my children as Sodom, but knew not the angels of the Lord, and perish forever. For I know that you shall sin, and be delivered into the hands of your enemies, and your land shall be made desolate, and your holy places destroyed, and you shall be scattered into the four corners of the earth, and you shall be set at naught in the dispersion as useless water, until the Most High shall visit the earth, coming himself as man, with man, eating and drinking, and breaking the head of the dragon in the water. Breaking the head. So I was listening to, I can't remember, because I listened to all those people that have synoptic gospel, Gnostic gospel. I listened to all that. Whether good, right, or wrong, I listen to it because I know I'm going to learn something. So in one of these Gnostic gospel, there's talking about the woman talking about that who was saying it could be a man voice, woman voice, doesn't mean. So he was talking about how he seen this thing look like a worm, and the side of his head was broken, just one side. So that would just mean, and it is true. And he saved Israel and all the Gentiles, and God speaking in the person of man. Therefore do ye also, my children, tell these things unto your children, that they obey, that they disobey him not. For I have known that you shall assuredly be disobedient, and surely act ungodly, not giving heed to the law of God, but to the commandments of men, and by being corrupted through wickedness. So that's what they do. You got all the man, you not giving heed. And I'm telling you, the law of God is 10 commandments. Repent with your whole heart, and you shall come back into your life. And therefore shall ye be scattered as Gad and Dan, and my brother, you shall know not your own lands, tribe, and tongue. Shall not know your own land, tribe, and that's, come on. When I really start getting into back serving the Lord with all my heart, soul, mind, might, just doing as he said, dude. That's why I really did. Start keeping this covenant. Not the Sabbath day. I start keeping this covenant. So when I start keeping this covenant, he start revealing things to me, and then it takes it, man. Because you go back into when you first started out and seeing what these people are doing and know there's something that's not right. Then when you go to the church houses, those door keepers, they keep it going. They keep this thing going because why? They covet it. They covetous. And they're making a lot of money off it. And they're doing a lot of things. You'd be surprised how much money these people. And then you go, truth. I used to watch, man, what's this man? What's this man name? Oh man, it was on tone. But this, that was again. Oh man. But anyway, I used to watch this man. He out of Oklahoma. And he come on every morning teaching, going, Les Felden, that's his name, Les Felden. And he teaches the script. This is my first time, so God put things in your way. And so I'm listening to him, and man, he almost got it. I mean, he teaching, and he, some things he say, hitting it right on the nail. Some of the things he say, hitting it right on the nail. I said, man, all this man needs this. See, hear bang from the Bible, and he would have it. He had it, because so Lord permitted me to travel to go see him. So I traveled and went to see him, and it took a while for to see him, and I saw him. But before I saw him, they sent me to the building, because they had to say, well, I told him I was coming, and he said, well, you have to get dressed, and they have to dress him and everything. So when you see him on TV, well, you think he up and about and in good health and everything. So they're in there, bro, and they got that machine running. Man, they got that machine running. And everybody calling in and asking for different things, and they just making all that money. So one of them, that's how the devil does. He ease into you. He come there he said, well, it's not really interested. Let's don't listen or read those other books that they have in the Bible. Say, y'all only read those in the Bible. I said, all right. So finally they got him dressed. So when they got him dressed, because I was supposed to be at there at a certain time, I didn't come at that certain time. So they take me to the house, and I see him, and I see his wife. Now these old people, way older than they show. I'm telling you, man, these people are old. He barely could hear. And she's an old woman, but she in good health. And everything I say, I have to repeat it to him. And so I say, I come to give you the book and tell you the book, and then he come out and tell me, I don't read books and things like that nature. And then he have a little book where you write in there and showing that he visited. It's big. A lot of people didn't visit him. So I put it in there. And I write down nail and show place. That's all I write down, nail and show. Who are you? And I said, put down nail and show place. And then, as me and him talking, said, well, when he said he didn't want the book, so that's a pearl. And God said, cast not your pearl before swine. They turn and cast it away and turn and rent you. Because I had that not by my being gave somebody this paper, and I come back and they throw the paper on the ground or put the paper somewhere. I pick that paper up. Oh no, that's my pearl. One of my pearls anyway. I'm not that too tough. So after he said that, I said, bro, ain't no sense me talking to you. What we gonna talk about? You don't read the book, and then you're old. So everything I had to tell him, I had to convey it to his wife. So his wife, his wife, I told him, I witnessed to him, told him what happened to me, and she was glad, she was happy to hear that what had happened. Say, oh, okay, because I told him, well, I'm gonna tell it to you later. Sooner or later, in one of my videos, I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I just left. Now he said, aren't you gonna leave it? But no, I'm not leaving you no book. And another reason why I didn't leave him a book, because I had sent him a book overnight. What do you call them people? FedEx. I had FedEx them a book. So they just take all those books and things and just put them in the corner that people hadn't sent. And that's one book they shouldn't have put in the corner, because if he would have read that book, he would have had it all. We're going to get into the book. He would have had it all. He would put all that together so fast and so quick, because he had been teaching these people the same thing for years and years and years going through the Bible. But he's old, so them people got this thing set up. So even after they die and be gone, they still selling stuff. That's why I'm telling you about, they have Ellen G. White. And when I was going, I'm talking about I was a young man, in my 20s. And I was going to Seventh-day Adventist Church, and they were steadily throwing the Ellen G. White on you. And boy, she got a whole lot of books. Man, that woman got some books there. So I already know. So if you got that books and say that you have, we're going to put little people in the church. We're going to say if you have 2,000 members. All right, less than that. You have 1,000 members. So say if you have 1,000 members. So out of 1,000 members, you got them people to buy all those books. So they want all those books. 1,000 members, you get the 1,000 members to buy all those books. 1,000 people to buy all those books. Now you might have $4,000-$5,000, $10,000 worth of books or more. And then each family buying those books, man, look how much money that is. And then when those children grow up, you might have a family, 2, 3, 4, and then each one of them buy all that copy. And see, they got that thing going. And they just keep rolling over. And then they got their own schools. But it's so wicked. Them child wicked it is. They have them divided. They have black school and white school, Loma Linda and Oakwood College. You don't see no white people. If you see somebody white on Oakwood College, they are professors, they teaching. But as far as students, no white students on not at the Oakwood. Now Loma Linda, you go to Loma Linda, they have blacks going to Loma Linda and everything go to Loma Linda. So I mean, that's the system has a prejudiced, wicked system and not just that system. All the systems are like that all over the world. The systems are built against you. They are. They are built against you. And so in order for America to get it right, America have to tear down the judicial system. All these systems, they have to tear down and start all over. And them people not going to do that. Not for you. They're not going to do it. Not going to do it. That's right. So that's why I'm telling you in these videos, man, all that foolishness getting you out there to march and do all that craziness, man, don't do that. And people are setting you up. And people set me up so the day they have a big ride, one day, when they have a big old ride, like when they had back in the 60s, so that's what they're playing. That's what their plans are. I can tell you what their plans are. Back in the 60s, they got everybody out to schools and everything. I was just a young man, so I couldn't really be a part of that because I was too young. But they got all those out the high schools out and everybody, and they made a big old, you can see the documentary on TV, so it was a whole lot of them. And boy, Bull Connors had a time. Ooh, had the dog, bring that blind nigga over. I'm telling you what they say. Bring that blind nigga over here and put him in a car. But now they want it to happen now. So now when it happens, the whole country going to be under martial law. Whole country martial law. And then they hurry up and take them FEMA Walmarts. Turn over them FEMA camps just like they're doing them Hispanics right now. Those are camps that you'll be into, and listen to me. All you do is gotta listen to me. If you just listen to me one time, you gotta watch this video no more. But just watch this video one time. So what they're trying to do, what they are doing, not trying to do, what they are doing. So just like they done Hitler, just like Hitler done, those who say they are Jews but not, did over there. That's the same thing. So why those people, the ones who had the money, they had got up, gone out. Now those poor people who say they are Jews, there are a few of them in there that was really Jews. But the majority of them was under false pretense and doing everything, going along with the people. And all of them really are Esau children. You might not know that they are Esau children, but they really are Esau children. They really are Esau children. Now you might have a few that are not, but the majority of them are Esau children. Now when you get heavy in the books and law God revealed, that tell you who they say they are Jews and not. So they're killing them. They start bringing them in the gas chamber, shooting them down, and doing all those things. But it wasn't time for the end yet. See, right now, this is the end time. They start doing it now. They can go in on and do it now because it's the end time. That's why I'm telling you, repent with your whole heart and keep all his commandments. All right. Let me explain something to you. Just going to explain it to you. 144,000 is 12,000 out of each tribe. 12,000 out of each tribe. So what you think was going to happen when the Lord God has 12,000 out of each tribe? He got what he said he's got. He have what he say he have. For those who want me to speak a different way. I say God name. Don't worry about that. That don't faze me because the gist of it is good. That's why you're telling you the gist of it is good. So those who have then repenting with their whole heart, keeping the holy covenant, not just the Sabbath day, the holy covenant, all 10 of the commandments, the covenant. And the Sabbath day is the covenant day. So when he do that, then he have 144,000 virgins or whoever they are, because they clean now. Then what he gonna do? He got what he say he had, so that's all he got. And then he tell you back to say, if I needed more, I just raise up stones. That's what he told you. God is able to turn, God maybe turns people into stones into people. So you know he's God. He can do anything. I'm just telling you what they're doing. So when after that, God, Lord God can come back. We can't come back at any time. I be saying that, but God can't come back. You got to wait. Prophecy have to be fulfilled. So once he have the 144,000, that's prophecy. That what are he coming back? 144,000, 12 out of each tribe. That's all he telling you. He telling you what's going on. So anyway, so these people, the people got a plan. And in their plan, when all of them get out there, now everybody march, you got all these blacks all over the country, up in a row over foolishness. That's what they want. And then they can bring it to those camps. Told you in another video, bring the camps, have martial law. Martial law come, they catch you out at night, kill you. Catch you out at night, kill you. Catch you doing something wrong, or thing somebody's call up and say you're doing something, come and get you, throw you up in jail. Next thing you know, you're in one of those camps. So they got it planned out. Don't think they don't have it planned out, but you have to become violent. You have to rise up and say, that's enough. We ain't taking this no more. But that's what the Lord God said. If you tired of taking this, pray with your whole heart, keep the Sabbath day, and then I'll come and get you up out of this mess. That's what I'm telling you. Don't do all that foolishness. Okay. So, again, and therefore you should be scattered as Gad and Dan, and my brother, and you shall know not your own lands, tribe, and tongues. But the Lord will gather you together in faith through his tender mercy, and for the sake of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The covenants that he had made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's why I tell you, go read the book of Hashir. Get in the book of Hashir and know this. Man, if you know this, man, if you know Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the covenants that he made with them. So that's why you are in the covenants that we are in now. Because of them. So read the book of Hashir. I'm going to go through it with you. On my other show, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. In New Orleans, WBOK.com, 9 to 10 every Sunday morning. 9 to 10 every Sunday morning. And I ain't been over that, but I done gave them a whole lot of prophecy on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Gave them the prophecy on them, on everlasting covenant prophecy. Because it's in the book of Hashir. Just take your time. We're going to go over that. Okay, so the Lord will gather you together in faith through his tender mercy for the sake of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are the ones that he made the everlasting covenant with, and those children. And we are of that seed. We are of that seed. All right, so, and when he had said these things unto them, he commanded, saying, bury me in Hebron. And they fell asleep and died at good age, and his sons, and had commanded them, and they carried up in Hebron and buried him with his fathers. So all of them left at the same time. So that's the prophecy. And you know the prophecy had already come true. Because you're in this land, you don't know where you come from, who your people are, what's your native tongue. But over the time, after the Lord God had showed me these things, then he let me know, he said, what your native tongue is? Hebrew. Hebrew is your native tongue. What land you come from? You started out in Babylonian. Abraham started out in the Babylonian Chaldees. That's where we started out. And where we ended up in the land of Canaan. How he come Canaan? Because, this is how you come, now just listen to me. How you become Canaan is because Cain, when Cain slew Abel, he left. He left them. And his wife was named Antoine. And that was a twin sister. You know, when she bore, and this you can find this out in the second book of Adam and Eve. So when she bore children, she bore two at a time. She bore a man and a woman. And then when she had Abel, it was a man and a woman. So those things people don't tell you. So when people say, well, where Cain's wife come from? Cain's wife was his sister. It was his sister. So if you go listen to those books, and then when you read the book of Hashir, you can tie it together. The Lord God help you to tie it together and know that's how it was, and that's where he came from. Then Zeth came along, and then Zeth took Abel twin and married her. And that's how that started off. I could tell you, all you got to do is just listen. That's why I listen, and I could tell you what book came from where and where you can go find it. That's why I tell you. That's what the Lord God has given me, because I humble myself. And you have to humble yourself. If you don't humble yourself, you'll never get it. If you don't, what do I mean humble yourself? If you don't repent and keep the Sabbath day, you'll never get it. You will never get it. Sure wouldn't. You'll never get it. That's I told you about, like Barack. Man, them people ain't what you think they are. They are not. They are not who you think they are. These are dreams. These are dreams I'm seeing with one. I always tell you about the basketball dream. See, let me see if I got it now. Just the basketball dream I'll tell you about. We was at a basketball game. One of the men tell the white, black hair, and the other slim white man had a young boy about 12 or 14 years old with him. The two was playing shoot for a shot. Shoot, a horse. So one of the black hair made a goal, then the other made a goal. The black hair jump up and stuff the ball in the goal. Then the slim one, this is a different thing. Then the slim one told the young boy to shoot for him, and he didn't know how. He just threw it up at the goal. I say, here, young man, I'm going to teach you how to shoot. So I say, take your hand, raise it up, all the way up. Next, the slim man, he was shooting, passed by me to see if I was teaching him right. Then I say, put your other hand all the way up and flick your wrist. When the slim man heard that, he gave me a nod and let me know I was teaching him right. And I say I was one of the best players that you would ever had been. You would have wanted to see me play. That's what I say. So I ran circles around Michael Jordan. I was better than Jordan. And then I just walked away. Next, I was in my truck with 3 men, and I didn't know where we was going. We was up to the hill. Just before we get all the way up, I stopped the vehicle and took the keys out, the ignition switch, and passed it to the door. And I said, we have to push. And after I said that, we on the hill, but they had this white car blocking the way to the place where we're going. Then I had a lot of trailers, the kind that you pull with the cars, and pickup trucks in all white. So they had men. Okay, I remember this dream now. Lester Summerall. Remember Lester Summerall? So I had a dream about Lester Summerall. Just the next dream. And I don't know. I had watched Lester Summerall that day. I might have, but I don't know. I was listening to him. So, the truck broke down. So after the truck stopped or broke down, whatever the hill had, so we had to go on top of a hill. So when we walk on top of the hill, we see all these, how they have a trailer, but the covered trailer, they have tools and things, and the guys, that's what they use them for now. And this was all around. But we came up through up the rough side of the hill, as they say, and that side of the hill. But that wasn't the entrance. The entrance was on the other side, but we came up through that side. So that's what they had. So you pull up the trucks, pick up the trucks, and they're all white. They had all the trucks were white. They had this man and this woman came over, both white. The man spoke and said, "I know when I saw that car that we couldn't get in this way. We had to go all the way around." So I saw the car, so I said, "Man, we gotta go around to get in." So as the man was speaking, I looked at him, and he looked like a young Lester Summerall because he was sounding like a young Lester Summerall. And I looked at him, he was a young Lester Summerall because I used to like to listen to Lester Summerall. I did, but he they had just about, just like the book said, they had just about everything. But they say the whole is good. The whole is good, but they got to go through the judgment. See, they're not keeping the Holy Covenant. They have to go through the judgment. Sure do. All right, let me see how much time we have left. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. Reason why I don't want to tell you certain dreams, because some dreams I want to have for when I start in the other books, as we know now. That's when I'm about to start in the other books. Okay, here's a dream I'll tell you about. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. Let's see. The black sheep is a very special sheep. The black sheep. All right. So if you have that, you see about the black sheep. It's the dream about the black sheep. This is when I first started out, man. I just first started out, and then I just started writing down things. Just starting out. So I asked people to help me because I knew that my grammar and not the best of writers. I knew that. True story. I'm going to go there. True story. I had went to other colleges. Tell you, I had went to other colleges. So I wanted to learn how to write. So I don't know how to write. I mean, I know how to write a little bit, but as you get up and you learn things, you learn how to get an education. So you have to go certain schools to get certain education. All right. So I go to enroll at Loyola University. Now I'll tell you about these doorkeepers because I know Loyola University. So I'm going to Loyola. So Loyola is a Catholic school, pretty good Catholic school. Because at one time I was, playing basketball, so I thought about going there. So I go up there. So they have, for getting the writing school, you have to go there and they give you something to write down, something to write. So I know my grammar and all those type of things. My subject verb, none of that agrees. Because why would I go to school to learn how to write if I know how to write? Come on, man. Doesn't make any sense. If I know how to write, man, I'm not going to school. I already know how to do that. So I go up there and they have a whole lot of white kids, and I'm in there too. Now I know I need a lot of help because I want to start to really get serious in there. The other little stuff, little things, I could write that. But I want to learn how to write books and really go into it. But I know now, so the woman, she take her page and she say, well, write this down, she give a subject to write about and say, come back on a certain day now and I'll let you know. Okay, so I go back on a certain day and she's sitting down, all smug and smiling, because that's what they do. They smile at you. So when they smile, you know you about to get it. I'm gonna tell you from experience. If they smile, then they're bending their tongue. So when you hear about a white, I don't care how beautiful he is or how handsome he is, when they bend their tongue and start speaking and making themselves sound like they're white, I'm talking. Some of you know it's natural, and some know they're doing it. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. When you hear them on the telephone and you done called up for something, you're in trouble, boy. Especially if you're black, you're in deep trouble. So she did all that. She got up and she eating smack and wiped her mouth, smiling at me. And she said, I asked her, where the paper at? She done took the paper and balled it up and threw it in the trash can. That's what she did. I said, okay. I didn't do nothing to sit up and God, because Lord God put in my heart. All I had to do was go down there and tell one of those people what she had done, and she would have been fired. On the spot, fired. That's right. And they would let me in because I was a vet. You see, that's your money. That money, that's your money. And then, but I didn't do nothing after that. The Lord God want me to know. See, Lord God had taught me, that's the end of my time. But Lord God have taught me a whole lot of things. And that's what happened. I gotta lie. Don't have to lie. I don't have to get up like these other preachers and make something up, a fable. And that's a lie. So that's why I say I don't have to lie. That's what I mean. I don't have to make no fable. Don't have to say something and turn and twist something and make it sound the way I want to sound and turn something into a fable. Don't have to do that. God makes sure He didn't send me through so much and so many things that I could say that. So that's what happened. Lost, I had a dream that I was going to tell you about. If I can think of it within the next minute, I'll tell you. I'll tell you, my head really itch. It's not about me. Because you tell you, shuffle your feet and scratch your head. Ben stop all that foolishness. That's foolishness, man. My head itch, I'm going to scratch it. Sure am. Scratching in front of you and this, and all that was foolishness, man. I'm going to go through all that, man. Don't do it. All right, not by might, nor by power. Oh, I was going to tell you about the black sheep. This is the dream about the black sheep. So, you know how you dream. So I was in a dream, and all I could do is hear a voice. Hear a voice. So if you go to the country somewhere, they have this place where you go buy your grain. You go buy your grain and stuff, and your livestock. They have a place like that. So in the dream, they had this man. And the man tell me, I said it's a man because you can hear his voice, but I don't see nothing. And so he said, you like my dog? I said, your dog? He said, yeah, see my dog? And boy, it's a beautiful black parrot, like not parrot, and it had a pink bow in his head. He had a pink bow in his head, and he said, you like my dog? I said, man, look, Dad. I said, don't look like no dog. I said, that don't look like no dog. And he said, yeah. He said, that's my dog. I taught him how to eat meat. He said, yeah, do you like my dog? I said, it was black, too beautiful. He said, yeah, you like my dog? I taught him how to eat meat. And I said to myself, man, I said, that ain't no dog. It doesn't even look like a dog. And it was a sheep. It was a sheep. So that's why I said, you can call me a dog. And that's what he said. He says, it's a black sheep that he had taught how to eat meat. That's what he said. So when the Lord God, got a few, do something else while I'm on it. So the black sheep is a very special sheep. This black sheep have been taught by the Lord God to eat meat. The only sheep the wolves are scared of, because they call it a dog sheep. The only sheep the whole world will follow. The black sheep have taught the world how to march. At this time, the black sheep should do as Jonas. So that's in the book. All right. Okay, if I find out a little thing, let's see if I can find it right too. If I could find it right fast. All right. This is the Gnostic Gospel. So these are things why they don't want you to read. This is the Gnostic Gospel. And it's on page 19 and it's on 107. And Jesus said, the kingdom is like a shepherd who had 100 sheep. One of them, the largest, went astray. So Judah was the largest tribe. So when you start reading and investigate, and Lord God said, you see that Judah was the largest tribe, and they were scared of Judah. Yes, they was. Went astray. So we had went astray. He left the 99 sheep and looked for the one until he found it. And when he had gone to such trouble, he said to the sheep, I care for you more than the 99. I'll read that to you again. Read it to you again. The kingdom is like a shepherd who had 100 sheep. One of them, the largest, went astray. He left the 99 sheep, looked for that one until he found it. And when he had gone to such trouble, he said to the sheep, I care for you more than the 99. And that was the Lord God said. And we're gonna get off in that more deep in heaven. So this is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And I told you, if you want to know where I'm going at now, next, that was in Ash and the Moon, and you shall be the people of the Lord and have one tongue. Page 60, and we went in order, and then the third verse said, and you shall be the people of the Lord and have one tongue. And there shall be no spirit of deceit of the Belial. So that's what we're going to, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Now I'm Elijah. Until next time, we go.